no place to go now we got businesses. Niggas try to kick it with me when
Back again. Yes, sir. Let me know when y'all ready so I can go ahead and do that intro.
You ready for that?
Always ready. Stay ready, ain't gotta get ready.
That's what I love about you, man.
Always ready, man.
Oh yeah, it's getting gnarly, dude.
Even on my worst days, stay ready.
Which Ninja Turtle were you?
Ninja Turtle?
Yeah.
Michelangelo.
Cause it's Marquise.
Nah, cause he was goofy just like me. Always playing.
I have 4 brothers and a sister, and so all of our initials are like
The Ninja Turtles.
And my little sister was the reporter.
Oh yeah, I remember the reporter.
And her name starts with a J too, I believe.
Who you think you is, Maya? What Ninja Turtle you think you was?
I like Leonardo.
Leo. I can see that. Who you is, Don? Raphael? Donatello? You think so?
I was the smart one with the plan.
Because it started with the.
No, I was the smart one with the plan.
Okay. He said he got the plan.
Kick ass, but it was all kick ass. But I think with my brothers, I'm that person.
He did it less though. He was more so like.
Well, the way he kicked ass is
strategy.
Donatello be fight.
Yeah, but everybody has to fight. But he fought smart. He didn't just go out like Michelangelo and Raphael wanted to just let's go kick some ass. Donatello used to set up traps. Like we got there.
Talk about we got that.
We used to. You know what's crazy though? Because he wore purple, like I made purple my daughters like their colors. Like it wasn't like pink or nothing like that.
They go through colors.
Mm-hmm. Like when they were younger, I specifically bought a lot of purple stuff, not pink and it was all purple. Like purple Maxes. I worked at Foot Locker, so now
purple Air Max.
Purple everything, just purple.
I can't even. What them look like? I don't think I ever seen some purple Air Max.
I got some pictures. I'll show you.
Yeah. Wow. All colors.
When Naya was 17 months, I got locked up. But I worked at Foot Locker. She didn't have to buy no shoes for her like probably a year.
Dang, how you get a job at Foot Locker? They don't never reply.
You know how I got a job at
That's
Foot
crazy.
Locker?
You had to know somebody.
So I was working at Walgreens, right? I got a phone call from my boy Andre, aka White Bread. He was working at Foot Locker.
Shout out my nigga White Bread.
And so his sister, best friend, they went to Chaz together, Chaz High School.
Okay.
Her best friend ended up running Foot Lockers. So White Bread got a job at Foot Locker. So White Bread's boss had him call me and ask me,
did you want to work?
Nope. He said, what does customer service look like? And I said, making sure the customer get what they want. Customer always right. And he was like, do you want a job?
That's it?
Yeah. He's like, come in tomorrow. Man. Shout out my nigga John from Foot Locker, man.
Yeah, I got an interview one time.
With Foot Locker? Mm-hmm. How you get the interview, bro? I applied there, bro. They denied me.
I was like, what? 17?
You look like you could work at Foot Locker, though.
Bro, I was wanting to. That's all we used to talk about in high school, bro.
Like high school, 20, like you want to work.
We literally, all we talked about in high school was shoes. Get on the computer, look at shoes all day.
The interview was different, though. I sold the bag. They literally just had us in there just talking.
But you know what I'm mad about y'all?
What?
About? It's because y'all from right here. Right?
Right.
And Stephon Diddy been working at a shoe store for so long, he could have been plugged y'all. And y'all done walk past Big Steph. He went right there. Off Cottage, y'all done walk past this man a million times and don't even know who he is.
Probably know if I see him.
If you see him, you like, that's his. He got his hands in on poor little rich boy. Mm-hmm. He helped doing that. All the artists and stuff like that. He got some money in that. Let's like.
See, I'm trying to trying to work at a shoe store for the first 3 years out of high school. My first 5 years, I was trying to work at a shoe store. All the nine.
Who at Hyde Park worked at a shoe store? Nobody you know?
Hyde Park, like high school.
Yeah.
It was some kids that worked there, but they was plugged in. That was like they aunties and stuff that worked there, so they was all connected with the shoes. But they was gatekeeping though, like you know how you is.
You hollered at them like, hey, you can give me a job there.
Yeah, they like nah.
Mike, you?
I told you I got an interview.
He got an interview though.
So did you ask the people?
Ask what people?
Like your homies who you knew work at the shoe store?
boy,
Or
I ain't
people you knew?
I ain't talking high school. Boy.
Nah, folks didn't talk that much. I ain't gonna lie to you.
So did y'all ever sell drugs or something like that? Or anything?
I wish, but nah.
So you just talk about it when I was coaching you. All the
I
time.
never sold drugs.
You always told me like, I'm gonna sell drugs one day, and I was like, do not sell drugs.
I listened to you.
Why you bringing it up?
Because I think I network and resource like that because I network and resource like that because I used to sell drugs. So like I had to find the connects, get the cheaper prices, and act like I'm a nobody. So yeah.
Hey, if y'all want to learn how to network, man, sell them drugs, man.
I know.
Sell them
That's
drugs.
not what I'm saying, man.
Get that proper businessman outlook, Start, Don started with Hove.
Nah, I gotta shout out my boy Ho.
Hey, Drake said the rap game and the crack game the same thing.
It is.
He said it's the same thing. Sure.
Is it though?
It is.
Yeah, it is.
It's a hustle.
I have to say.
Them niggas don't be living what they rapping about.
I say it's the same because like
So how is it same as
think about
Let me
this.
break it down.
Your music is the product. And if it ain't good product, people ain't finna push it.
Nah, I hear that though.
It's the same thing though.
So yes, and your music is the product that gets you with other stuff.
right.
So like when you selling drugs, your intentions, a real hustler's intention is never to continue to sell drugs.
Right.
You don't even want to be known as a drug dealer. So somebody who glorifies that and all that, it's about thinking like providing for your people, right?
Right.
And looking out for people, making sure your people don't have to do this. But the rap game is the hustle game is you hustling, you networking to get out of it. So 50 Cent don't have to rap anymore
Yeah.
because his hustle elevated. He ain't hustling songs no more, but he's still getting paid off those songs.
Because he had a good product.
Right.
But I would say it's the crack game because like you also doing stuff you don't want to do to get to where you want to go. You feel me? Like there's a lot of artists who like Cat Williams said he done turned down $50 million 4 times. 4 times.
How you say 4? 4 times.
He said 4 times. 4 times. You got to tell him no. Got to tell him no. So it's a lot of people in the rap game probably doing some things that they ain't supposed to do for some change, man, or just to get on. You'll be surprised.
It's comfortable.
You'd be surprised, man. You ain't comfortable. We're gonna get you a little back. We're gonna get you a back support or something. Like a little pillow or something.
Well, I'll be like this. I ain't doing that.
You can trade seats.
Nah, we good.
You sure?
I had it though, man. I think it's like right here. It's the sweet spot. Nope. There we go.
You good?
I'm gonna be all
You
right.
gonna get you a pillow?
You got a pillow?
I think so.
Yeah, we'll get a pillow.
Let me see. Hold on.
Come on, man.
Let's just stop.
Forget my bag, huh?
Man, you just said right here. This the
It's
first
uncomfortable.
time.
I should. Oh man.
He tells you sitting right here.
And I
you
always
never
say I
ask.
need a pillow.
No.
Nah, you ain't never said that. Did you say that?
I've said it.
said it.
No, he flexing right there.
Ask Ryan, she'll let you know. Cause she keep it a buck.
Always a pillow.
Not always, but I always after that I'm like, man, I need a pillow.
I ain't never heard it. I ain't never heard it. Comment down below if y'all heard dog say he need a pillow.
It's the first.
You ever hear my nephew Juice be like, stop the cap?
Nah, I ain't never heard him say that.
Man, his face.
You got a lot of nephews, folks. You got a lot of nephews. You got a big family. I wish my family
How many
was
I
big.
got?
I don't know. I know you got like what? 5 siblings? It's like 5 of y'all.
5 nephews.
You got 5 nephews? In fact, you got 5 siblings too, though, right?
Yeah, but only the girls got the boys.
Oh, so the guys
So
ain't had no kids?
I don't have 5 siblings. We have girls.
What you mean?
We didn't create boys. We created girls.
I'm saying, do you have 5 brothers and sisters all together?
I have 6 brothers and 2 sisters.
So you got 7 siblings. Oh, you got 8 siblings.
6. Yep.
All right, I did the math.
But first
6 and 2.
So, yeah.
I had to correct myself. Man, welcome to Free Game Podcast, y'all, man. We back again, man. It's your boy Keys.
Coach Don.
Yes, sir. First pod of 2024, man. You know, it's been a long time coming, man. It was a good winter break. Good 3 weeks off. 2-3 weeks off. Now we in the winter vortex. -5 degrees outside. Best place to be is right here. Free Game.
Shout out Unc, man. Shout out Martin Luther King. You shooting this on Dr. King Day, man.
Yeah, man. Shout out my nigga MLK, man.
You know, man. Shout out him, man.
What's your favorite thing about MLK?
That he black.
You serious?
Shoot, that's the best part right there. You can't tell me that's what?
Are you millennial or you Gen Z?
I don't know, but shoot, if a black man get his own holiday, I don't see nothing wrong with that, bro.
He said Daddy Black.
Shoot,
Everybody black, so everybody black need to be celebrated
yes,
on the level of MLK.
yes,
Why so?
because we're black, we done went through all our ancestors done went through and paved the way for us to get here, so we all should be celebrated. Every last one. I'm still waiting on them reparations.
What you gonna do with it?
I don't know. It depends on what they give it. If they can give us reparations in anything, money, fruit, shoot, something. I take something better than nothing. You feel me?
No, you don't want to just take something.
Take something better than nothing. There's a reparations. Like if they say, all right, we gonna give every black person in America $500. That's a lot of money.
That's not a lot.
For every black person in America?
Every black person just $500.
That's a lot of
So
money.
should it be just African Americans or everybody black?
Everybody black.
Nah.
What you mean? No. What you mean? If you black, if you got black in your DNA, you need about $500 to $1,000. That'll change a lot of people's lives right now.
I'm actually,
It can't be like, all right, well, every black person get $100,000 or $1 million. Is that even possible?
I mean, every black person that's African American, like in America,
Yes.
I don't know about $100,000, but you need some thousands of dollars.
For every black person?
I don't feel like everybody that comes to this country, that's black, that comes to this
my
country from other countries should get that money.
Let's say you have to be.
waited too long for that, man.
Yeah.
Huh?
He ain't getting no reparations.
It's already starting in places. It started in Evanston. It started in California.
So what they getting?
Some people are getting homes. Some people are getting.
I need a home.
Some
I need a little
people-
big house.
Some people are setting up some other financial
Oh,
stuff.
about Evanston, Illinois.
Mm-hmm.
Like reparations, they like we getting
Yeah,
you a home. For
You remember the lady that used to work with us, and she left. She had some type of political position in Evanston. She helped start it to talk about reparations in Evanston and kind of like what that looked like.
So how are they doing that?
It's breaking down, I believe, to something with like owning a home or something like that.
And they just giving it to black people.
Only to black people, yeah. So it's almost like a housing program, but I don't think they have to pay any money. They just are going through some classes and some other stuff. I may be not on point like word for word, but I also have a friend who's talking right now and trying to create this whole thing with this like Black Wall Street component and stuff, and bringing all the cities on a united front together to talk about, to push this stuff in legislation for reparations.
Cool, man.
That'd be decent. Well, at least we get like no interest rate on buying a home or something. I'll take that. Some.
Not in Evanston though.
Not at Evanston.
Well, Evanston got a lot of money, and so it's easier to start there.
You'll move to Evanston?
I already lived up that way before.
How was that?
I like the diversity of it. I love like doing new things and meeting new people and learning about their culture and stuff like that. So
Yeah, I worked up there before. I ain't like that.
Well, shout out Evanston, man.
Evanston is not Chicago. It's Evanston. So
Yeah.
a lot of times people are like, oh yeah, I'm from Chicago. Where you live at? Evanston. You from Evanston?
Most people say Harvey.
Harvey is worse than Evanston, of course, but
Harvey, Dalton. What's up?
I think if
yeah.
you do Riverdale, Blue Island, Harvey, Calumet Park, not Cal City.
None of that is Chicago.
It's right there. It's like literally across the street.
You're only in Chicago unless you're in Chicago, man.
Cook County.
If the train line,
That's all Cook County though.
if the train line don't go through there, it's not Chicago.
Chicago.
It got to be Cook County.
Chicago.
CTA. If the CTA line don't touch your city, it's not Chicago. That's the CTA. I don't see no CTA out there. It's not Chicago. It's called Chicago Transit Authority.
If you can see the skyline from your crib, you not from Chicago, bro.
No, what are you talking about?
If you from the suburbs.
You said if you can or you can't.
If you can.
I lived on 20th and State, and I saw the skyline perfectly.
Perfectly designed.
Yes, 2030 South State, apartment 1005. I saw everything. That was the best thing about living in the projects.
Cool, let's go ahead and get going, man. Like I said,
Nigga ain't say you right. They skip right past it. Like, all right, cool.
Cause we gotta get going with the show, man.
All right, you right.
Hey,
What's the
bro.
Wi-Fi, man?
Yeah, shout out to Dr. King, man. Like I said,
Guess we don't need no shots then. We already wilding.
We gotta take a shot. It's first shot of the year. We don't have to. You look like this nigga.
Yeah. First spot of the year, man.
Doing it sober.
We go get we go get there, man. Jeez.
He say pull up for MLK.
I drink to
He
that.
need that shit right now.
We 18 minutes in, man. Let's get started, bro. Dang. Well, yeah, let's go ahead and get with the first topic, bro.
Go ahead. Keep talking.
We just talking about things that are trendy right now during the podcast. I mean, not during the podcast, but so far in 2024. And right now, we just gonna start off with just basically with one individual. We kind of seen it already. The viral guy that jumped over the stand to jump on the judge. In Nevada, basically, we already know about this incident, but basically he jumped over a judge after the judge was like, yeah, we're going to go ahead and give you this X amount of time and years and all that. And
he was denied probation.
Yeah, denied probation is just like, she was just basically like, you need to learn your lesson.
You're cooked.
Basically.
You're cooked.
And he was like, no, F that. Literally said that, like, F that. Literally flew over the stand. Everybody had to go and get him. And
hey, folks, he tried to run until you saw it.
I'm trying to figure out. That nigga should have been an Olympian, man.
Yeah, the way he jumped over that joint, and then the crazy thing is, he came right back in front of her to get retried because of course he's gonna get more punishment for what he did, and so. He was in front of the same judge, but the only thing is he had like a face guard, some like hand guards, and all types of stuff.
He should beat it though. He got to play crazy.
But yeah, though, what y'all think?
Folks not beating that, folks.
Yeah,
he not beating that.
How much you want to bet?
I bet $50 he not beating that. You just attacked a judge, white
not
judge.
Gonna get all that time.
What? We can $50 right now.
So you think he's gonna get a lot of time?
for attacking a judge on top of what he did before, $50. $50. How much? Well, how much is a lot of time though?
You tell me what's a lot of time. What they offering him right now?
I don't know. If it's more than 5, that's a lot of time to me.
Well,
Anything more than 5 is a lot of time. That's almost anything over 5. A lot of things happen in 5 years. That's half a decade.
Over 5. Yeah, he
gonna get over 5. So you don't want to do that? He go
5 years.
Over 5 is a lot of time, bro.
It's a lot of time, but it's not a lot of time to me because
I said over 5. 5 is it's a fair. That's a fair amount of time. Over 5, when you almost 10 years or more, a lot of time. If you go in somewhere in 2010 and you come out in 2020, that's a whole new decade. Life has changed completely. From 2020 to 2030,
you're right.
Life has evolved.
When I got locked up, they just started MySpace. When I came home, it was Facebook, Instagram.
Well, good thing you ain't take that bet, man, because he got charged for attempted murder.
Dang, I should have got
I bet you that charge is not going to stick. I bet that.
Well, previously, it was 9 months and 4 years in prison.
See?
And so after he did that thing, he was charged for attempted murder.
You don't still want to bet?
I bet that he doesn't get charged for attempted murder.
Bro.
You said it's not going to stick.
No, that charge ain't going to stick. I bet that those charges don't stick.
I bet you they stick.
Make that bet, Keys.
I bet you, bro.
Shout out to NAACP.
Shit,
you'll see.
Ooh, we on us, huh, folks?
Yeah.
Ooh, we on Don. He already owe you, don't you?
You keep
let's hit him another meal. We finna be eating good, boy. 2024.
Or I'm gonna be eating good.
Nah, that man is going for attempted murder.
You really think he ain't gonna get?
Listen,
he jumped on a judge.
Some time. That's not you. You can't negate that. But here's the thing that's wrong with that. How the hell was he able to do that? Those bailiffs were not doing their job. You let this man Spider-Man over the thing and attack the judge. So they really at fault. It never was supposed to happen. But the thing about it, you got things of passion, right? Okay. So how he would have went back to the cell and came and thought about it, like it's premeditated. He didn't think about that. He just did it. That was an impulsive act. Like he just jumped up and did it because
you know how many people have been tried and never did that. But he go get a pass. You
gotta understand how the courts go, bro.
You ain't gotta understand.
You do gotta understand it.
If 100,000 people ain't never jump at a judge, but this one person jump at a judge, we finna charge that man.
You get done being theatrical, I'll bring
that's
it back
not theatrical, bro. Okay. That's reasonable, bro.
So I'll tell you this, right?
That's like lunging at a cop.
You gonna let me talk or no?
Go ahead.
When I got tried for my case, I had armed robbery.
Okay.
First case ever, right?
Okay.
Went before the judge. You know who the state's attorney was? My professor at college. You know what he said? You have mentors, you got professors, you got well-known people writing letters on your behalf. Mm-hmm. The judge said he gonna make an example out of you. Guess who else went before him? A nigga that robbed 8 curses changes. And guess what he got? Boot camp. Why he getting boot camp? He had a history of being in trouble. I had no history about it. So what you think is right don't look right to people. Yeah. And somebody's going to come alongside that brother and they going to help him. You'll see.
You got to think, though. Go ahead.
But you don't think just because, it's crazy because he's right in front of the same judge. You don't think she's going to have a vendetta? She already looked like she had.
NAACP is going to vacate that and get him before another judge because that's bias. You can't do that. You can't do that to that judge and then allow her to sentence you. That's unconstitutional. Number one. So that's already a flag.
So we just not gonna give him any accountability.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying that those charges are gonna be dropped and he's gonna get charged for something, but it will not be attempted murder.
So what you thought he would? So what you thought if nobody went and broke up what he did, what would he be doing?
So you have to understand.
Beating up face in.
But here's the thing. That's on them. It wasn't supposed to happen. That's why you got security there.
Don't matter.
That's why he's supposed to be handcuffed.
He was handcuffed. He jumped over that joint.
Nah, you know how they cuff you where you can't do nothing? It's on them, bro.
I can't put that on. Nah, I can't.
Oh no, I feel like attacking.
I'm not
Attacking the judge is the same thing as attacking a police officer.
He not a child.
Like
bro.
if you attack a police officer, even if you just punch the police officer, they finna give you time
He not a
for
child.
assaulting a police officer. This is the
I ain't say
judge.
here-
This worse.
But that's the thing,
But we
though.
don't
You
know
saying it
we
like
don't
it's
know.
everybody else's fault.
We don't know if he was off some drugs. We don't know what happened.
Drugs if he been in jail, bro.
Yes. Nigga, they got the most drugs in jail.
All right, let's go ahead.
Drop comments down below if you've been locked up and bought drugs in jail.
Somebody grab the liquor. Grab the liquor.
Yeah, let's go ahead and get next, man. Y'all let us know down in the comments.
It's a different world.
What y'all think? Do you think the judge? You think the enforcement, the law enforcement, was in the wrong for letting them being able to, I guess, get the 3 seconds of hope he had to beat her face in, or was it
That was more than 3 seconds.
his fault?
Hey, we gotta-
He said FUB and then got up there as soon as he said that. That
No,
man
I'm talking
flew.
about how long he was over there fighting her.
Oh yeah, I'm saying
We gotta clip this. This is a good. We
y'all
starting
let
off
us
strong.
know, man. Who in the wrong? The law enforcement or the criminal? That's in trial.
Both.
So y'all let us know, man.
And with them being wrong, that's how he gonna get off on some of them
But during the
charges.
time, because we got a lot of stuff to go over. We gotta
Man,
keep
is that
going.
camera still recording? I need to put the flash on or something. It gotta be.
But
Oh yeah. So MLK.
but yeah, so
I forget, bro. Okay, we'll recycle that.
yeah, we can keep going. But so the next one is, next one that's been trending already in 2024. Is Jeffrey Epstein, with his whole island and everything like that. If you don't know, basically the guy was like this big time financial advisor kind of, and then basically it got found out, he was messing with underage girls, underage women. I think just underage kids really. And so, it's just been a whole trial about it, and then it's been a list that supposedly has been released that it's been people who helped Jeffrey Epstein indulge in the acts of what he was doing. And so they were supposed to be made public around like I think January 8th or the 9th or whatever. And we haven't heard too much about it. A few names can come up that some people said is already was, been expected. The names was Bill Clinton, Donald Trump, and I think that was it for so far. But for the whole list, they said it was supposed to be 150 names on the list. And we still don't really know anything about it. It's been a couple rumors about it, but what y'all think? What y'all think about that?
That's deep, but I won't say but. I say that's deep and prosecute them to the highest level of prosecution. And we see how quiet it is really because of who's involved. But had it been a person of color,
It's probably is some people of color in
be
there.
on Fox. But
You talk about as the main thing as
we talking like Cosby.
oh okay, you talking about big names.
Talking like, you know what I'm saying?
Well, you never know who might be on that list until they drop it though. You never know.
And it's going.
It's 150 people.
You know, some big names in there.
It's a couple big names. And
All
like,
the
oh, damn,
endorsements finna get lost.
so and so did that. Yeah. But now I like look. It's always been saying Hollywood is Hollyweird because it's a lot of strange stuff that go over there, bro. Like even like actors and stuff like that after like they leave certain like certain I would say like channels and stuff like that, like our TV shows, like your Disney channels, your Nickelodeons and stuff like that. After they leave those programs, they start to open up about their childhood experience. Like this was if they felt like they was getting pimped out. You feel me? And just like it was this it's this one lady from iCarly. I forgot her name. I think her name Jeanette McCurdy. She wrote a book about like how she felt like she was getting pimped out on Nickelodeon. She wrote it, but it was because of her mom. So it's like if she made a book about that and that went viral, broke the internet. She sold out like 3-4 times.
Yeah, I think it was like name of it was like I hate my dead. Well, here's why I hate my dead mom or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Some type of title.
And she was like, and she let it go. Like yeah, them childhood actors, bro. Like your childhood actors.
They forced to do something.
Get forced to do stuff, or they got sold to do something that they ain't supposed to do. Or Orlando Brown will talk to you about it. He'll tell you about it. You feel me? We don't even want to talk about Nez Declassified.
Boy, they
We want to talk about that.
Who's that?
Hey,
You ain't never watched Nez Declassified?
too old for that.
Yeah.
Yes, for real.
Nez Declassified on Nickelodeon?
That's like 2008, folks.
Yeah, I wasn't watching that, bro.
Yeah.
Dang, folks. It was good. It was a good show. At the time, it was a good show. Yeah,
It
man.
was a good show.
I was
It was a
locked
good
up
show.
in 2008, man.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Okay.
That's why.
We weren't watching that. We weren't watching that. We had Nickelodeon, but we weren't watching that.
Yeah, I know y'all was watching.
Okay. No Avatar: The Last Airbender?
We watched that.
But you ain't watched Ned's?
Avatar kinda
We watched
different.
not
Avatar
the
kinda-
Avatar. It was an Airbender. Was it a movie or something like that?
The movie.
Yeah, we
y'all
watched the
live
movie, not
action.
the.
Not the last Airbender
Yeah,
stuff.
I know adults that used to watch the animated version. It's got real
Yeah,
life lessons in it.
I like the Airbender.
Oh, okay. All right.
The last person that I really remember watching on like the Nick stuff was Jet Jackson.
Ooh.
Jet Jackson. Yeah, he was like the
Who is that?
original first Percy Olympian person, whatever.
I think I know what you're talking about.
He was dope.
Well, yeah, man. Yeah, hopefully a lot of rumors. Not to, I ain't
No.
Yeah, but I know they was talking about Oprah maybe might be on there. You know,
Not you get a car.
yeah.
She's giving out cars.
P Diddy. They, you know, even with P Diddy, it was stuff with Justin Bieber and all that, and Usher. You know, that's old stuff. That contains really towards like P Diddy, but it's just like Keith said, all this weird stuff is like young talent. They see so much, and it's like it was even some rumblings. She ain't here though. It was some rumblings. They were talking about Beyonce and Jay-Z might be on that joint.
I heard that.
Crazy.
Yeah, so I don't think that list gonna ever come out though. I think a lot of people probably paid to get off that, and there's a reason why it's
Quickly.
like because they was announcing it like the Epstein Island list is about to come out soon, and it's a reason why we haven't heard anything else.
It's still gonna come out. It's just gonna look a little different. You drop that list, you done. They killing you.
And this is why I don't believe in the Illuminati. I believe in it, but I don't think it's high powered as people think it is. I think it's just mortals, humans, not mortals. I'm sorry. I think it's just humans.
Mortal Kombat.
I think it's just humans just trying to make this big organization and trying to, do what they think they can do, but they ain't got like ties over the police and all that, because obviously they trying to get off this list.
I think it's just connections. Everybody got their laws and bylaws.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. I think the world is just one big clique. Like everybody just ganged up in different ways, trying to do different things. You feel me? Like you got the military trying to do this. You got the Jeffrey people doing that. You got the government doing this. You got the Jeffrey people, the Epstein Island people. Them people doing that. You got the government want to run taxes. All type of stuff. Everybody just clicked up in different ways, just trying to create a hierarchy and rule the world and do stuff you ain't supposed to be doing. Like, bro, we supposed to be like.
But they are though. If you
They
think about
but
America,
it ain't supposed to be doing. Like Orlando Brown went viral time, so we getting charged for grapes, water, stuff that we got to get for free. Other countries they got it for free.
But think about this though.
We got to pay.
America, right? And a lot of people in different civilizations relate to America as the Americas, and so that's Central, South, and the United States, right? It's one big thing, but to the other parts of the world, mostly Europe, that's why we got the 13 colonies. It's pretty much ran by Europe, right? And so, like you spoke on the armies, certain families made the armies, made the Marines, made so powerful names, and
Right.
how important. Like when you buy a Bentley, you're not buying, you're buying into their
The
name.
name and the brand. That's
You know what I'm
all.
saying? And so America is that the second spot to come here and build and brand your stuff, but certain names carry a lot of weight in certain rooms.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all let us know down in the comments, man, what y'all think about that. You know, let's get to the next one. Go through these real quick, just sake of time. Also, that's been trending. Jonathan Majors, if you don't know, was under a domestic violence trial with him and his ex-girlfriend. And you probably seen all the the videos that's been going around. Him running away from his ex-girlfriend, and basically he was found guilty. And he was found guilty because they basically said he was the reason why she hurt her hand, her finger. She had like a broken finger, and like inside the car and stuff like that. It was controversial. A lot of people was like, "How can he be guilty?" Because he was running down the street and she was obviously chasing after him, and all this other stuff. And she, there's a bunch of text messages and stuff that she admitted to, but basically saying he was guilty because he caused her to break her finger. And so since him being guilty of that trial, he lost his role in Marvel, being Kang the Conqueror. He just got fired from the 48 Hours in Vegas movie of him portraying what's his name, Dennis Rodman. And so he did an interview with Good Morning America, and just basically like they asked him, "Do you think he'll be doing?" There was a lot of stuff they talked about, the trial, all that, Megan Good. A lot of people didn't like him calling Megan Good his Coretta, like he called his ex-girlfriend a Coretta. It's all types of stuff. And so basically just said, who knows if he might.
The white girl Coretta?
Mm-hmm. So he wanted her to be like a Coretta for him. So it was all types of stuff that was going into it.
Why you looking like that?
And so now it's just basically like, will he work in Hollywood again? But basically, y'all, what y'all thoughts on this situation?
I ain't got too much thoughts on it. I wish they didn't have to I don't think he should have been removed from Marvel and his movie roles for this, because I don't think it's as detrimental as it sounds based off just doing the research. I'm like, it ain't like he's fighting a rape case or like a sexual harassment case or nothing like that. It was just a small little altercation. She broke her finger, okay. Ain't it's a domestic where he beating on her constantly and everything like that. If it's not, I'm like, I don't know. I just feel like they just took it to the extreme. Like, it's so many other cases that's worth the extreme of doing all of that opposed to his case. Yeah. But I don't know. Thank God for Megan Good, because I'm pretty sure she definitely helped him get through that in a lot of different ways. So, yeah, so shout out my nigga Megan.
It's a bunch of different layers to it, but I think it's just a business, unfortunately. And so, with his level of success, there's no way to really monitor or have a pulse on what somebody gonna make you do. But I'm sure that whatever happened in that truck happened before, and so. As far as whatever she was trying to do, that could not have been her only time where you see signs of something that's happening. And a lot of times, you got the queens, our black queens, he shouldn't have been with the white woman anyways, right? And so you got the pressures of not being able to be fully accepted in your community because you're looking like a sellout, but with his level of success, which I feel like somebody did step in and kind of mentor him. Who was they showing him pictures with? That looked kind of weird a little bit.
I don't know, but I did see a picture of him walking down the street with a tucked hoodie in his jogger pants, so that was cute. That was kind of weird.
That's that.
He had tux. No, it was pajama pants. Y'all ain't seen that? He had a tuck hoodie and his pajama pants with a hat on, folks. Some glass. That man interesting. They talking about he looked like he did it.
I think he'll be able to bounce back eventually. He just got to be stripped. He'll never go to the level that he was at. But
Nah,
he got to start on Tubi and come back, man.
Yeah, it's crazy, man, to see because a lot of us was talking last year, 2022, a little bit too. Like this could be a lot of people's talking about the next Denzel, all types of things, man. And it's just a saying, man. You know, even with Will Smith when he got his Oscar, you know, his first best performance Oscar, and he slapped Chris Rock. It's just basically, man, just saying, you know, I forget. It's like. Basically, at your highest moment, man, you can have your lowest moment. Basically, like the devil can make it your lowest moment.
you gotta get the good with the bad.
Because if you're not careful, though.
Yeah.
If you're not careful. Because if Will Smith, because now, look, he's suspended from the Oscars. I just bring that up. Jonathan, he was on a good, you know, trajectory for his career, bro.
Yeah.
Like, King the Conqueror, I feel like,
That was a good role for him.
it was a great role. He was great at it.
Yeah.
And so it was just sad to see all that. I wanted to see him and Dennis Rodman. He looked like the nigga a little bit. So
Yeah, he would have played that role good.
He did that role amazingly, bro.
Well,
I wouldn't even want to see it now.
shout out to the next guy that's getting that opportunity because
I say even Creed, he did a good job at Creed.
Yeah, that was
yeah,
good.
You know,
that's who it was. Him and
Michael B.
Yep.
Them weird pictures they were taking.
Oh yeah. But yeah, it's just sad, man, to see that sometimes, especially, you know, not just being biased, but just the same color of your skin go through stuff like that. But
Yeah, 'cause you don't see that in the other coaches, man. I'm like, dang.
I mean, you do.
They don't hit the headlines like that, though.
Yeah, you do.
I mean, it just depends.
Some do.
I think the last I seen somebody of a different
No, you
complexion
actually
was like Johnny Depp.
That's what I was about
That's what
to
you
bring
was gonna
up.
say?
That's what I was about to bring up too. Is just like the old girl was
That's what
suing
I'm
him.
saying. Yeah.
But she still had her role. But DC and Marvel two different things though. She
Yeah.
still played the woman in Aquaman. But
That's all I'm saying. I'm like, cause she put Johnny Depp through all that. Like everybody,
she lost, right?
She lost. So I'm like, bro, it's the same thing happened again with Jonathan Majors. I'm like, okay. Now that she won, now they say, she won the case, so we go take everything. But I'm like, y'all need to really look into this, bro. Like it shouldn't be about who won or who lost. It's about what's right and what's wrong. Yeah. You feel me? Because there's a lot of people who did some wrong stuff and got away with it. And some people who did some right stuff and got sentenced to the worst crimes. There's people who went to jail 40 years. A dude who just got out of jail for 44 years. They gave him only $24 million. But he didn't do the crime. He didn't do the killing, the driving, or nothing.
just found it out that
He just found 44 years later. It's crazy. 44 years in jail is crazy. I don't know.
Man, y'all let us know how y'all feel about that. You know, I feel like Jonathan was a little weird anyway, but I don't think he should have went through all that, bro.
Those are hoodie tucked in some pajama pants. Crazy. Hey, you know, hey, shout out. I know this off topic, but I just want to shout out. She trended too. Shout out Holly Bailey for hiding her pregnancy, folks.
Oh yeah.
She hid her whole pregnancy, folks.
That's what's up, man. you gotta have your.
You gotta hide it.
Peace, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. As a celebrity, I guess you gotta do different things. But yeah.
Would y'all had a pregnancy?
If I was on that level of celebrity, yeah. Because
Talk about right, even right now. What about right now?
Nah. I'm a regular person, man.
I feel like she did that because of DDG though. I feel like
People was attacking him.
It's a money grab.
Yeah, I feel like with some of his actions and stuff, you know, it was that thing with his ex being brought up and he was with Haley and all that. So I don't know. I feel like she did that just to quiet down because fans talk a lot.
Yeah,
you know?
They be talking.
Yeah, just be like, you gonna have this baby with this the cornball and he done did it, and she just like, be quiet, you know.
Yeah.
So
respect this baby. You know?
I mean, look, I respect him, man. Look, he came from the bottom, he came up. I'm gonna respect you. You feel me? Mm-hmm. It just be funny though when people be like, "Hey, name 3 DDG songs." I'll be like, I don't know
Shout
what
out
to
my
say.
nigga Ken
known
Trey.
for YouTube though.
He a
one of the-
YouTuber.
Shout out my nigga from Ken Trey. With the war with him.
Nah,
Got slayed.
But just before we move on, man, don't want to condone any domestic violence or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
No, some people probably got different stances on that Jonathan Majors thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, free game does not promote that. We just giving you our opinion on the situation. And and so we not seeing nobody's right or wrong. We just hate to see it, So but yeah, so get into the next one and then we'll take a break. Really go through this quick. If you live in Chicago with all the migrants coming around, especially on the south side, you see it. They are coming from basically from Texas or whatever, and they're dropping them off at Chicago because it's one of the I forget the name. Sanctuary cities. They basically drop off the immigrants here with no resources. Migrants. I'm sorry. They drop migrants off here with no resources or anything like that. One of our old schools that was Wadsworth that was made here on the south side is not at that school anymore. They're stationary there and all that. It's just been a couple of things about crime rates going up and all that since they've been here and all these things. And basically, Texas governor is like he's refusing to stop the drop-offs and all that. And it's getting cold outside and all that. There's so much things that go into this. Just real quick, what's y'all thoughts on that?
Couple different things.
Real quick, because of time.
Really quick. That's why I be big on knowing about the laws and stuff like that. But it's a smoke screen for something that's gonna happen with the DNC, Democratic National Convention. That's what it's about. You'll see.
Yeah.
Like people set up smoke screens so other things can happen. But we got a test run real quick. With that big trend that happened when they were doing a test run of the DNC. Yeah. And they failed. They didn't do it. They didn't do what they were supposed to do. They made it seem like we had some wild, crazy black kids that uncontrollable. But you had kids from all over the suburbs that bust up to come out here, caught metros and everything like that, wowed the hell out and went home. And so whenever we see things like this happen, we have to think about the real root of it. And so it's more than just allowing something to happen. Politics, it's something happening for something else that we probably won't figure out for 5 years. But my opinion is that it has something to do with the DNC though. And race wars.
My thoughts on it is first shout we definitely I want to give a shout out to the warming centers that we do have. So I hope that people can get online and go look at those warming centers that we have in Chicago so they can stay warm during these times. But my thoughts on it is I know they trying to move. I always felt like they trying to move everybody around. So they moving them here to move black people there, and so the white people can go there. That's what I feel like. I feel like everybody, they just want to move everybody around. Because think about our mayor. I ain't gonna lie, I don't think he really doing nothing right now. He been in office for almost a year or about a year, and I feel like he ain't did nothing but raise taxes and raise prices on everything. I feel like he ain't really finna do nothing either. I feel like he just a pawn. You feel me? He just here. You feel me? That's just my opinion.
I do not agree with that.
That's just my opinion. I feel like he not finna really do nothing. I never met him, so maybe give a brother some time. He'll probably prove me wrong, but I feel like I don't know. I just feel like it's all just it's a setup for something else that, like you said, that's gonna happen in a couple more years that we won't realize. But that's my thoughts.
Don't get me wrong. The mayor is failing, with some stuff that he's supposed to be doing, but I feel I feel as if he is. I won't even say. There's a lot of stuff in Chicago that's crooked, and I feel like he's getting a dose of some stuff that has been under the streets, like buried onions. It's coming out
because, like I said, like daily, he should be locked up right now for the stuff that he's done.
Yeah, I saw Mayor Daley.
He looked at not senior, junior. He's looked at like the savior, but he's the reason why Chicago broke by selling the parking and he should be locked up.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. You got to come in and be a black man and have these pressures of trying to compare him to Harold Washington. We ain't never get another Harold Washington, but we got to give him a chance, and I think he need.
I give him a chance. Like I give a brother some time, but he feel.
But right now he's not. I give him like a D- right now.
What's your thoughts, Mario? What you got?
I don't know, man. Just the whole. I don't get sending people over here with no resources. That don't make sense to me.
Oh, they gave him resources.
Barely.
No, they giving them people money.
Bro, I was at Aldi's, shopping at Aldi's. These niggas had a whole cart full of stuff. And they brought up to the line to act like they was going to buy stuff, grab what they was going to get, and just left out. That's happened a couple of times. They stole,
That's because they blowing their money, though. They giving them money. They giving them more money than homeless people and stuff. I done seen dudes. If you see dudes running red lights and stop signs now, it's them.
How much they giving them? If you know.
I don't know the exact dollar amount, but I could get that to you. Like in 10 minutes. I have it.
Okay. Well, I don't look.
They
don't look like they getting that. They trapping at a school. Like, first of all, why are you bringing them over here just to trap at a school, bro? Like, they barely know the English language. Like, what are they doing over here? So, like, ain't no money gonna fix that. So they don't know. They don't know anything for real.
You gotta pay attention to and it's the other thing that we losing track of, and I don't mean to cut you off. But in the last 5 years, population-wise, Chicago is not even the third largest city anymore.
Yeah, that's been going.
People been going. But they dumping them over here. Not dumping. They're bringing them over here crazy amounts, right? If they decide to stay, the population is going to change, right? But in the city, like I've spoken about, South Shore, right? If you ride down that road, you can take it almost to Indiana.
Yeah.
Along the lake, they're getting ready to build high-end stores, right? The Obama Foundation, all these different things that are coming. People who are lazy from Chicago that don't want to work, they'll be working. They'll be riding their bikes to work. However they want to get, they're gonna make a way because where they came from is nothing.
But that's what we talking about in the future. Right now it's cold. Right now it's below 6.
But
even right
you
now.
think about that though, that was an act of God, and I'll be quiet though, because we never had that warm weather like that.
What?
The weather that we've been having this year.
Yeah.
It was true. They were able to,
but we knew it was coming though. We knew it was gonna get cold.
It always said in January.
See, a lot of people had went back because they couldn't bear the cold.
Yeah, like all Chicago's know winter don't start for real till January. Yeah. I ain't ever been in January where it was warm. It's always been cold or a snowstorm.
That was
we just had a blizzard. Like,
yeah,
some of these guys, and shout out to them, they doing Uber Eats and stuff like that, but they can't even speak English, bro.
They don't have to.
Man. Come on, bro.
They don't have to, bro.
You can't live in a city without knowing that native language, bro.
You're not supposed to be a citizen of the United States without being bilingual. But I'm saying they don't have to because they're doing it. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying I don't agree with you.
You think they're gonna be doing? You think doing Uber Eats is gonna be feasible for that whole time? Some of them come over here in boatload families, bro.
If they catch on to the Instacart stuff, people gonna be out of job.
It's excuses, man. Come on. We gotta be reasonable.
Race wars, man. They taking people's jobs. You see?
Gotta be reasonable, man.
He said when they catch on the Instacart.
It's more than just all that.
Every job that people don't want to do, that don't want,
they gonna give it to
they
them.
gonna do.
I agree with that part.
Less money.
I agree.
But they should, bro. I'm talking about just as a human being.
He talking about like something being lucrative, something like stable. They don't got no stability.
Yeah,
Why would they bring somebody over in with nothing? We just gonna give you a couple of dollars. What? A stack? $1,000
Every
in
month?
school, bro.
$1,000 every month?
Man, I get paid that. That ain't a lot. I get paid a little bit
But you
more
don't got
than
no
that.
rent or nothing.
Who?
They don't got to pay no rent if they stand in the shelter?
It's probably more
Yeah.
stuff that they need, bro. It's a lot of stuff.
Like
It
toiletries.
definitely is, man. And I'm only speaking from my perspective. And my perspective is a lot different from yours. And that's okay. And I'm telling you that, yeah, this is crazy for them to be here, right? But I've seen some other migrants who have got that translator app and making it pop, doing what they got to do.
And all of them, man. You know.
And they're
All
not
of
not bad people.
They're not, but they need more.
You
I
ever-
wish I would. Somebody put me over in a
You ever watch
country.
Scarface?
I don't know a little bit. A country I don't know. We gonna give you $1,000 a month, but you gonna live at this school. You ain't got no job, but you gotta figure it out. And no, you don't know the language, but you gotta figure it out.
No education.
So this would be my last statement, and only because it's MLK Day. What the hell you think they did to us?
What you mean,
And we ain't get paid nothing.
bro? That's a whole.
What's
other
the
type of-
difference?
That's slavery.
What's the difference?
That's slavery.
What's
And
the
it turn-
difference?
And it turned into segregation and civil. That's whole other stuff. We ain't finna put no Mexicans in no slavery.
You said what?
You comparing it to what us? We've been in slavery. That's a
So
whole
you-
different.
So you saying
thing.
that when people come here from other countries and they don't have anything, they don't have nothing, refugees, nothing, they don't have anything. They want to come to America because there's money to be made.
That's because they know a little bit about
They
it.
don't
bro.
know nothing. They know America equals money.
It's a good topic, man.
That's all they know.
You think they just gonna come to America not even knowing the language?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Where Moses at, man? I wish Moses was over here.
All right.
I got
Twan, his people came here over.
Shout out my nigga Mose.
They didn't know nothing. All they know is we need to get to America. We need to get away from what our country is oppressing us.
And they
get
ain't
to
know.
America.
They ain't had.
He didn't know. He did.
They ain't know nothing.
His parents still don't speak English, and they own stores and everything in Kansas.
So how did they get it?
How did they get what?
How did they get those stores?
They came to Kansas. They lived in the communities that people of color lived in. They were on Link
So
and
how
all
did
that.
they get all those resources, bro?
They grinded. They figured it out. They probably lived in the shelter first.
That's very something. That's you talking about something
That's
that's
for
like
every group of
a
people that
5
come
or
here.
10%, bro. That's not always
We
gonna
gotta,
happen.
we gotta put this in the chat.
Nah, you
That's
wrong
not
about
always gonna happen, bro.
Definitely
that.
gotta
You
put this
think
in the
all
chat.
the races of people that ever came to America came here with something? They came
And
here
you
with
and
nothing.
you wild for comparing it to us because that's a whole different type of spectrum. That's
Well,
slave-
that was
that's
kind of
we're gonna
all the
go.
way
We're gonna go ahead and
that way.
Yeah,
we're gonna
man.
take a
But-
break.
We don't agree to just.
Cause this is a strong,
Disagree.
very strong
Yeah, we
topic.
can.
It's gonna
That's
get
just
long.
That was just a whole other rabbit hole.
That
was
was a bad comparison. I'll say that.
We will be back.
But the efforts was there.
This is free game. The game is free. Man, come on, man.
Well, yeah, we had a lot. You know, we still had a lot to talk about. You know, it'll come in due time. But let us know if y'all like this. Like this segment, it was a little good segment. You know, next time we'll try to be quicker, just brushing through. But
And being on time.
So free game is this: be on time, put
Emphasis.
stuff on the calendar.
Emphasis.
Be on time, be on time, put stuff on the calendar.
Thank you.
Put stuff on the calendar. Put stuff on the calendar. Quotation marks.
Quotation marks. Yep.
Exclamation mark.
Capitalize.
hey, we gonna take a shot and then we gonna call
yeah, my
it a
cup
night,
over here.
y'all. So, but no, but yeah, 2024 blessings. You
Yes,
know,
sir.
new opportunities, and more subscribers and all that, man. We love y'all, man. Free game.
Tap, 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 tap.
See y'all later, man.
This dude, man. He's thirsty to get to the movie.
out my head.
You had it like this, bro.
Bro,